ABC's Tweelon Nugent is live near that scene with this morning's dramatic developments. Tweelon.
Tim, it's an entirely different scene than it was this morning. As you can see behind me, not much is going on, but that's actually a good thing. That means this crime scene was opened back up. It was actually opened back up about an hour ago, and it's entirely different from the dozens and dozens of police officers that were on scene after an officer-involved shooting left one man dead.
He was pumping his fists. He was acting like he was going to come right after you. And when he went to do the jerk move, that's when the cop shot him the first time.
Medical aid, one down.
Frantic scanner traffic as Bakersfield Police respond to a man wielding a knife at the downtown Amtrak station. 23 ABC spoke to a witness of the shooting who said he watched events unfold from inside of his van parked just 100 feet away.
He was smoking a cigarette for a little bit, but he was very aggressive towards them.
The suspect, who police have yet to identify, allegedly brandished a knife at several bus drivers.
One of the bus drivers actually had something to try to defend himself, and that was the guy he kept going after.
According to witnesses, that bus driver had a fire extinguisher. After a few minutes of arguing between the suspect and bus drivers, a plainclothes BPD detective arrived on scene.
In a situation like this where, innocent lives are at stake, our officers, no matter what uniform they wear, are going to respond and take action.
I spoke to one of the drivers who wouldn't speak to us on camera. He said the suspect was uncooperative and hostile, even after the officer arrived and gave the man multiple commands to back down.
He was telling him, you need to get down, you need to get on the ground, you need to get on the ground. He pulled out his gun and told him, you need to get on the ground.
That's when witnesses say the suspect didn't stop and the officer fired multiple times, a decision BPD says they will continue to investigate.
We take it very seriously, and it's that's something that we train our officers for. It's obviously a last resort for us and something that we don't want to have to use, but there are instances where we have to protect our lives and the lives of innocent bystanders.
That suspect was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, BPD says this could be a lengthy investigation because there were multiple witnesses to this incident. And now Amtrak is back to normal right now. It was temporarily suspended, but it is all good to go for now. Live in downtown Bakersfield, Tweelon Nugent, 23 ABC.
Now, Tweelon, the Bakersfield Police Department's use of force training is something you actually got an inside look at very recently. Can you tell us what steps an officer goes through in a situation like this one?
Yeah, Tim, it's hundreds of hours of training that go into training one of those officers before they hit the streets, and it takes just a matter of seconds for them to put it into use. Now, officers go through extensive training for use of force situations, spending hundreds of hours in simulations before they hit the streets. Now, one of the factors BPD officers consider in these scenarios is the environment. If it's windy, pepper spray may not be the best choice. Officers also have to think about the distance to the threat. If he's in close quarters, some options aren't as effective. Tasers work better when the suspect is at least 5 feet away. Now, another consideration, what the suspect is actually wearing. Multiple layers and a jacket, which witnesses say today's suspect was wearing, mean a taser likely won't work since it can't make contact with the skin. Now, our in-depth story on the BPD's use of force training is actually available online and on our brand new mobile and tablet apps. I highly recommend you check that out to see what exactly goes through an officer's mind in a situation just like this one. Tim and Jackie, back to you.
All right, Tweelon,